Imagine turning a small 100,000 naira provision store into a daily cash machine that brings you 3,000 naira profit consistently. That's almost 90,000 naira profit every single month. Sounds too good to be true? Well, stay with me because I'm about to break it down step by step. In this video, I will walk you through the exact strategies you can use to transform a small provision store into a business that generates steady daily profit. From choosing the right product to pricing, customer service, and smart reinvestment, I will give you everything you need to make it work, even if you are starting small. By the end of this video, you will know how to run your provision store in such a way that it doesn't just survive but thrives, giving you a reliable 30,000 naira profit daily and setting you on the path to financial stability. Now, before we dive in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss more practical business tips like this. And if you found value in this video, kindly give it a thumbs up. It helps more people who need this information find it. Let's get started. The first thing you must understand is that a provision store is one of the most practical businesses in Nigeria because it deals with fast moving consumer goods. These are items people cannot do without, things like food, snacks, toiletries, beverages, and household essentials. Unlike luxury items, these products sell every single day. That is why even with 100,000 naira starting capital, you can begin to build something solid. However, success doesn't happen by chance. You need to understand your market, choose products wisely, and operate with discipline. For instance, if you stock items that people rarely buy, your money will be trapped in unsold goods. But if you stock items that move quickly like bread, sachet water, milk, sugar, noodles, and drinks, your goods will circulate fast and your profits will grow steadily. The biggest mistake many small provision store owners make is trying to stock everything at once. With 100,000 naira, you cannot afford that. Instead, you must focus on essentials that move daily. Imagine stocking sachet water at 200 naira per bag and selling it at 250 naira. If you sell 20 bags in a day, that's 1,000 naira profit just from water alone. Add biscuits, soft drinks, noodles, and toiletries, and you see how quickly 3,000 naira daily profit becomes achievable. So, the first principle is start with fast moving essentials. Build your store on what people cannot do without. Before we go deeper, let me remind you, if you are getting value already, drop a comment saying provision stock profit so I will know you are following. Now that you know the importance of choosing fast moving items, let's go into the science of pricing, because stocking the right goods is just one side of the coin. Pricing them correctly is what determines whether you see profits or lose. Of course, I will explain how to set prices so that customers see you as affordable but you still make a healthy profit. I will also share common pricing mistakes small store owners make and how you can avoid them. And you will know how to price your goods in a way that keeps customers coming back while ensuring you hit that 3,000 naira daily profit target. Now, let's break it down. Pricing in a provision store is not about randomly adding 20 naira or 30 naira on top of the cost price. It's about strategy. For example, if you buy a carton of noodles for 5,500 naira and it contains 40 packs, that means each pack costs you 137.5 naira. If you sell each pack at 150, your profit pack is 12 naira. Multiply that by 40 and you've made 500 naira profit from just that one carton. Now imagine you sell 2 cartons in a day, that's already 1,000 naira profit from noodles alone. When you add profits from drinks, biscuits, and sachet water, you will easily cross 3,000 naira. But here is where many store owners fail. They try to overcharge. They think, let me sell noodles at 170 so I can make more. But customers are smart, they know where to get cheaper alternatives and they will leave your shop. You must understand that in provision business, profit is in the volume, not in the margin. That's why you should always keep your prices fair. Instead of making 30 naira profit per item and selling only 10 items, it's better to make 10 naira profit and sell 50 items. At the end of the day, you will make more money and your customers will remain loyal. Here's a golden tip: have some attraction goods. These are items you sell at almost cost price to draw customers in. For example, if everyone in your area sells sachet water at 30 naira per piece, you can sell yours at 25 naira. Customers will rush to you for water, and while they are there, They will also buy bread, milk, or biscuits. That's how you make up the profit. If you're enjoying this so far, please like this video and share it with your friend who might be interested in starting a provision store. Now, let's talk about something most people underestimate: location. You may have the right goods and the right prices, but if your shop is hidden in a place where people rarely pass, your dream of 3,000 naira daily profit will remain a dream. Now, I will show you why location is a game changer, the best places to situate your store, and how to maximize sales even if your location is not perfect. And you will see clearly how to choose or adjust your store location to guarantee daily traffic and steady profit. Here is the truth: provision stores thrive in areas with high foot traffic. That's why you often see them near schools, motor parks, residential estates, and junctions. These are places where people pass daily and impulse buying happens a lot. If you are starting with 100,000 naira, you may not afford a big shop in a prime location, but you can still be smart. For example, you can rent a small kiosk near a busy junction, or if your house is in a residential area, set up your store in front of your compound. It saves cost and still gives you access to your neighbors as customers. But what if you are already stuck in a low traffic area? Don't panic. You can compensate by offering services that bring people to you. For example, add a recharge card stand, POS service, or cold drinks. This attracts people even if your location is not perfect. And once they come, they will also buy provisions. Another trick is visibility. Make sure your store is well branded and arranged. A simple painted signboard, neat arrangement of goods, and a small umbrella outside with sachet water can pull people in. Remember, people like to buy from where looks attractive. If you are serious about making 3,000 naira daily profit, never joke with location and visibility. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to the channel right now. More videos like this will help you build a profitable business step by step. Now let's deal with one silent killer of provision store profits: poor record keeping. Many small business owners don't track their daily sales or expenses, and they end up wondering where their profit disappears to. Now, I will teach you simple record keeping habits that don't require complicated accounting. Just a pen, notebook, or even your phone can save your business from loss. And by the end, you will know how to monitor your cash flow and make sure your 3,000 naira profits, daily profit, is real, not just in your head. Now, here is the deal: you can only grow what you measure. If you don't know how much you sell daily, how much you spend, and what's left, you always feel like you are making money, when in reality you are just recycling your capital. Get a small notebook or use an app on your phone. Every time you store goods, write down how much you spent. Then as you sell, write down how much you make each day. At the end of the day, subtract your expenses like buying goods, transport, and electricity from your sales. The balance is your profit. For example, let's say you sold 15,000 naira worth of goods in a day. Out of that, 12,000 naira was your cost price. That means your profit is 3,000 naira. Now, if you also spent 500 naira on transport to buy goods, your real profit is 2,500 naira. This kind of clarity helps you know where you stand and keeps you disciplined. Many provision store owners fail because they dip into the money without tracking. Today they use 1,000 naira to buy food, tomorrow 500 naira for airtime, and before they know it, their business is empty. And when you keep records, you will respect your business money and separate it from personal expenses. Remember this rule: business money is not your money. Pay yourself a small salary from the profit, but let the capital and the bulk of the profits remain in the business for growth. If you are finding this point of comment, I will keep records below. Here is another powerful secret: customer service. In provision business, your attitude can make or break your sales. People are more likely to buy repeatedly from a seller who is friendly, respectful, and reliable. Now, I will explain why good customer service matters, simple ways to practice it, and how it translates directly into daily profit. And by the end, you will see how something as simple as a smile or remember a customer's preference can increase your 3,000 naira daily profit target. Now, let's face it, people buy from people they like. If two shops sell bread at the same price, customers will naturally go to the one they feel welcome. That means, as a store owner, must cultivate habits that attract loyalty. Always greet your customers warmly. If they buy something regularly, try to remember it and even suggest it to them when they come. For instance, if you have a customer that usually buys sugar, when you see them, you can say, "Madam, should I add your sugar today?" That personal touch makes them feel valued. Also, make your store reliable. If you say your shop opens at 7 a.m., they'll be there at 7. Don't keep customers guessing. consistency builds trust and trust builds sales. And that customer service hack is cleanliness. Nobody wants to buy food items from a dirty or disorganized shop. Arrange your goods neatly, keep the floor swept, and make sure nothing looks expired. Finally, never argue unnecessarily with customers. Even when they are wrong, find a polite way to explain. A single bad experience can make a customer abandon your shop permanently, but one good experience can make them bring three more people. When your customers feel happy with you, they will not only buy more but also recommend you to others. That's how your daily profit grows steadily. If you are getting real value from this video, pause for a moment and like this video. It's a simple way to support this channel and keep us bringing you more helpful content. And we've come to the end of this video, and by now you can clearly see that making 3,000 naira profits daily from a 100,000 naira provision store is not just possible, it's very realistic if you apply the right strategies. Think about what we've covered, starting with fast moving essentials like noodles, sachet water, biscuits and beverages, setting the right prices so customers see you as affordable but you still earn a healthy margin, choosing a good location, making your store more visible if your area isn't perfect, practicing simple record keeping so you know your real profit, and offering excellent customer service that keeps buyers coming back. If you combine these steps with consistency, discipline and patience, your 100,000 naira store can grow into something bigger than you imagined. That daily 3,000 naira profit is only the beginning. It can become 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira or more as you reinvest and expand. Now, here is my challenge to you. Don't just watch this video and move on. Take at least one principle we discussed today and start applying it immediately to your business or your plans. Action is what separates dreamers from achievers. And before you go, here are 3 things I would love you to do for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'll be sharing more practical business tips designed for everyday people like you. Like this video if you found it valuable so YouTube shows it to more people who need this kind of knowledge. Drop a comment below with the phrase "I'm ready for profit" if you are committed to growing your store and making steady income. Remember, your provision store is not just a shop, it's a foundation for financial freedom. Build it right and you will enjoy the reward. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.